Cause my niggas, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. Wait, hold on, tell me what got into you. Into you. I search around the room like, where you? Where you? Red don't step to me, I'm like, who you? Who you? And you can say what you wanna say, but I stay on this shit, that's every day. Yeah, cause my nigga, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. So tell me, nigga, what got into you? Into you. Into you.
What's up, y'all, and welcome to Season 2. Season 2, Episode 1 of Making Sense of Nothing.
We back. Season 2, Episode 1. We on the couch. Feel me?
You know, people like the seasons change or whatever,
so
and
we had to change
people think they doing something, so that's us. We feeling that stuff right now. We got a new little setup.
One of our lightings is out, so we're a little kind of a little dark spot for some reason. It's probably unplugged or something. I don't know. But yeah, we'll fix it, y'all. Oh, we got some lighting. There it is. Okay.
We good?
Yeah, I think we good now, y'all. So we started out season 2 with a little, I guess,
A little glitch?
Yeah, glitch. But
you know they say like with street lights, when like if you walk by a street light and it like turn off or something, or on vice versa, it's supposed to be like good luck or something like that. It's like a thing that I heard.
If that
like,
was true, I'd be a millionaire right now.
But you probably never even paid attention to it. Like
Trust
like
me, every
like
time
if you
that
driving
happens,
and then like a light be like
that happened every morning when I'm driving.
Every morning
in the same place on the expressway. In the Ranger,
I don't believe it.
Going past the
unless
Ranger
it's literally
exit.
like going from night to day, like that type of.
It always flickered. So
well, if it's consistently flickering, that don't count.
Hey, all I know is every time I go by, it flickers.
No, I'm talking about like if it's supposed to be on and it's not accustomed to flickering all the time.
But hold on, y'all, my bad, y'all. But it got to be some people out there who don't know who the heck we are.
Well, I was gonna get to that.
I just feel like we got caught up in the moment. That's all.
But yeah, it's good luck. So I'd say that to say that the light flickering was probably good luck for season 2.
Alright, y'all, so we got good luck on season 2 right off the bat.
Hey, well, I'm your girl Q, aka Qlicious.
And this be your boy Miller, aka Miller the One.
The producer over here making faces at my aka Qlicious, and I don't understand. I don't understand.
If y'all don't know by now, y'all will understand. If y'all go back to season 1, y'all will see the producer always doing something she don't supposed to be
producer / director / hater. All of that.
But what we doing today? What we doing today for this first episode?
Well, I want to catch up. Like we got to catch the people up. What we were doing when we was MIA, because we was gone for like. What was it, a month? 2 months? Like, how long was that?
2 months, almost 3.
Yeah, so we gotta.
And we've been gone for a minute, y'all.
We have been.
It wasn't intentionally supposed to be going like that. We really was supposed to be. We supposed to did season 1. Supposed to went episode 25.
Right.
And then we supposed to took a 2-week break while we was out because my house is getting remodeled. And then we supposed to came back.
Right.
And the remodeling part didn't work the way it's supposed to. It went from 2 weeks to a month in a hotel. Couldn't get back in the house. Then we get in our house, and our house smaller than what it was when we left. So we got stuff that's not even packed yet. Still, we'd have been in the house for about almost a month, and the house ain't packed yet. Finished packed yet. Unpacking, yeah. You finish unpacking it. So y'all. So that's what
black people act like they can't do nothing in a reasonable amount of time in the first place.
It's just things that's in places that we can't find. Well,
because y'all ain't started unpacking.
No, we were looking for the little pieces to hang the pictures and everything back up on the wall. Because, like I told you before, one of the boxes have nothing but the pictures that was on the wall.
Y'all don't know
that's
what
one box. No, we know the box. That we
why
don't
did
know
y'all
the
put
pieces to hang it.
Why y'all didn't put that in the box with
we
the pictures?
Put it somewhere. I seen it when we first came back in the house. And yeah. And then another box is the diplomas and the teddy bears that was on the bookshelf. Then another box are the books that was on the bookshelf. But the bookshelf broke in the middle of moving it. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm gonna just look in the direction of the person that didn't take good care of it.
Yeah, I feel like
I
feel like I understand who this person is. I know I can come to the conclusion.
So y'all, so that's what it is, y'all. But while we was gone, some things changed. Your boy got 2 jobs now.
Dose.
So on 1 job away from being Jamaican, baby. Talking about. But your boy got 2 jobs now. I ain't gonna, just like the other one, I ain't gonna give y'all the name, but I will tell you what type of business it is. I work at a gas station, and a lot of crazy junk going on at the gas station. That's all I'm gonna say.
You got a story? You gotta give us a story real quick before we move on to the topic.
A lot of crazy junk that happened in the gas station. Alright, so this real quick. Right? So it's this bum, right, that come in there every now and then, and he don't supposed to be in there because he be stealing shit. So he got trespassing on, he done went to jail and jump, but he still come in there. Alright, so he came in there one day with these 2 people. And my manager like, yo, you can't be in here. Like, you need to go out. And they're like, no. He's not stealing. He's with us. And they're like, yeah, but he is trespassing. He's not supposed to be here. He got a trespassing charge on him. He got to understand trespassing means you can't come on the premises. And they were like, yeah, but they say, no, you can't have it. So they're like, she like, look, since y'all in the front of the line, go ahead. So like, all right. So I'm waiting. So the customer behind them is trying to get my attention. And I'm like, why they trying to get my attention? So the customer looking and like, yo, look at buddy. So I go. Now, let me describe how he was. He had on this button-up shirt, but it was unbuttoned, so you can see his bare chest and stuff, right? He had on these big old baggy shorts that he had to hold up like one hand to hold them up, right? But when I look and I'm trying to see what she got, he got like half his ass out because he don't got no drawers on. So on the back side, he holding it like this, but the other side is slanted, so his ass is hanging, whole ass out and everything. So I'm like, oh, the fuck? So then he go.
The bitch was that big?
Yeah, so then he go to move. He go to like move to come up forward. And the nigga whole dick is just hanging out his pants.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like upset because I'm like, why the hell you gonna get my attention? Like it's my manager is a female, and then the cashier is there as a female. But out of all people's attention, you want to get to see this nigga half naked in the store. You want to get my attention so I can see the shit. I'm over here minding my business, cashing people out, and you want to get my attention. And I'm like, come on.
I'm like, sir.
And I'm like, excuse me, sir, you can't come in here like this. And the dude was like, no, he went up. I said, but you don't see how the man is. And I'm like, fuck, man. And so I'm not just acting like they ain't even there.
Was he like trying to get it together?
No, he's just like moving with his holding the pants up like this, like this nigga, like I don't know, maybe before he became homeless, he was like 800 pounds, and then he lost that weight by being homeless, but he kept the pants
because he didn't have a choice because he was homeless.
Yeah, because it's clearly those pants was like 8 sizes too big for him. And I'm like, come on. And then when he walk, he like drag his leg. He don't pick up the back leg. He like walk and drag it. And I'm like, come on. So you just gonna make all of this just an issue. And then he started going out, and all you see like half his ass just hanging out while he walking. Like, come on, man. Why the people you with didn't say, yo, we gonna get you something?
Was the people that he was with homeless?
No, they weren't homeless. They was like, it was these people, these 2 people that come in there regularly all the time, but they wasn't like, I don't know, they like crackheads themselves, because they always be out there sleep on the bench and jump, things like that. You know, it was around food stamp time. I guess they was getting them something and him something. But I don't know, because when you think about it, now that I think about it, they gave him back the food stamp card. So I'm guessing that was his food stamp card. So literally, really, they was in there with him. Oh yeah, we taking food stamps in there.
What?
Yeah,
food stamps that came a long way.
Yeah, when the first time I seen it and they swiped it, I didn't know it was a food stamp card, but then it popped up and I'm like, yo, like a little white box came up, giving the wrong total, and they were like, oh no, because they have food stamps, they removed the tax. So I'm like, okay, EBT works in that bit. All right, so yeah. So yeah, y'all. So I got a lot of weird stories like that, man. So much junk.
Whole dick out in the stove.
It's a shame. So that's something new in this season. Y'all gonna hear a lot of the crazy junk that goes on at this place. So that's something else. Q, what you been up to?
Nothing. Work. Literally work. That's all I've been doing, y'all. Like right now, it's like a busy time at our job. So we've been having a lot of overtime available. So I've been trying to partake in as much as possible. I finally got to go to Top Golf for his wife's birthday.
They did do that one.
Yeah, so I did that. That was like super fun.
Yeah, they were picking at me, y'all. My first swing, I missed everything. Like, I'm out there thinking I'm finna be Tiger Woods. I'm in that bitch. I'm like, yeah, and I come back and the ball. Hold on, how I missed the ball? No, I got this. Let me get a little better.
It was terrible.
I'm like, you know what?
It was like.
But when it all said and done, y'all already know your boy did what your boy do.
You didn't win.
What?
He didn't win. You didn't. She said it too. You didn't win.
I did too.
You
win.
definitely didn't win.
Are we serious?
I do think she won.
I didn't come back and get everybody.
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Am I remembering wrong?
You want to win so bad,
No,
sir.
I won that.
You did.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he didn't win.
No,
He didn't.
darn it. You right. I couldn't catch her. I got so close. You right.
But you were in the lead for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I'll give
And
you
then
that.
she started
You didn't
hitting
win,
little
though.
thing. Yeah, I forgot about that. And I thought I was going to catch her back. Yeah, I choked towards the last couple of strokes. You know, that's what she said.
Yeah, you lost.
Yeah, I did. My bad, y'all. I got hyped for no reason. I ain't even win. So, shit. I feel
It
bad.
happens.
But my wife beat us up, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all I was doing, working and trying to have a few nights of a social life. So I was able to accomplish that. But yeah, that's it.
I will tell y'all, this is our second recording of this first episode. I messed up. She was like, yo, you got everything set up so nothing don't happen? I'm like, yeah, I thought I did. I didn't. We did a whole hour, 30 minutes, and it only recorded 16 minutes and 46 seconds. My bad.
Yeah.
But during that time, we talked about Tekashi 6ix9ine, his snitching ways.
We did talk about.
Yeah, we talked about
Tekashi
6ix9ine and his snitching ways. Back when we did this, it was a whole week ago, so it was relevant. It was more relevant then, and when y'all would have seen it, it was like right up at the time. But we we did do that. So it was like then we talked about the hug after the trial when the police officer got the 10 years and the brother want to go hug
Amber Geiger trial.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Definitely should not have gotten 10 years. That's like, did you hear about one of the, I can't think of his name, but he testified in that trial. 2 days later, he got shot and killed. So, and they were saying like they didn't know if it was like related to him testifying against Amber, but apparently it was like a drug deal gone bad type of situation. That's what they said. It was a drug deal gone bad. So it's three dudes. One got arrested, and the other two are like out on the run. They think they fled the state, but they I guess they met up, or they were texting. Like the dudes were from a different state. They weren't from Texas like Buddy was, and they told him we should meet up, do the drug deal, and then they met up, something happened, they argued over the money or something, and gunshots went off, but he got killed, and it was just crazy.
Wow,
but there was 2 days, not even, don't quote me on 2 days, but it was definitely less than a week, I think it was 2 days, shortly after the trial or something like that, he got killed. Wow. I was like, that's crazy, and of course, at first people are like, it's a conspiracy. Like, how is the one, the black dude that testified against her dead now? Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's crazy. Bro. So I'm sure people got their theories on that.
And then, as y'all can see, we all relaxed on the couch and stuff. Got little pillows, comfortable back. This was forced on us. To be honest with you, I ain't even gonna act like I just came up with a bright idea to say, hey, let's switch up the scenery for season 2. It was forced on us. Like I said, they made our house a little smaller than what it was. The area that we in right now is the same size, but the location of certain things are in different places, which forced me to find something different. And I was like, man, let's make this a little more comfortable and let's hop on the couch.
That's
Feel me? So
I apologize. I'm
Yeah.
checking to see how long it was that he got killed after,
Okay.
because now it's gonna bother me.
y'all know she gotta hop on that phone. Well, while she doing that, we do got the Xbox One in play this season, y'all. We gonna be using this a lot. Let me go ahead and turn the controller on. Basically, what we gonna be doing is, y'all, a lot of these things, like what she doing right now on her phone, we got it hooked up behind us on the big screen, and we can go ahead and run through this and everything. So we looking directly at y'all, but we got our teleprompter behind y'all. You feel me? So it's like y'all think we just coming off our dome with a lot of this stuff. It's like y'all just think we just coming off our dome with a lot of this stuff, and we really got this big old screen behind us, just telling us, reminding us about stuff, letting us read up on stuff. While Q still look through that, and put this to the side.
Let me see. It's loading, y'all. It's loading.
While she doing that, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know.
That's what I thought. That's why I thought I was like, why
back.
you do this nonsense?
Let me let y'all know who else came back in season 2, baby. Y'all already know. It's a new top, but we going back to the white top. But right now they gave us the blue tops, but it's still the same product, baby. Still the same product, baby. Clear bottle of water, y'all. You can't get no better than this, baby. Y'all already know. Y'all know what time it is. That clear bottle of water. That clear, crisp, fresh, just rejuvenating water. You feel me? That bottle of water is so good when you open it, it's like a party escaped out of it. Listen to that. Woo, woo. I'm talking about that thing is so good.
I can't.
Wait, hold on. I know I'm supposed to say the thing after it, but I gotta take another sip. This junk. This thing is so good. It's like an orgasm in your mouth. Like, man.
I'm like living about
Oh, I'm saying, y'all, that clear bottle of water. Let me get this thing back up. My bad. That clear, clean, crisp water. You feel me? It's so good. It's like, it's just delicious, man. And they just still here, y'all. They gonna keep sponsoring us.
They not.
They gonna keep being here. I told them that they should have never sent us blue tops. They should have left it at the white top. And they like, but it's a new season. I'm like, alright. But then they said, but we are gonna go back to the white tops. So I'm like, what? So we gonna go back to the white tops? You feel me?
We're not.
Should have left it that way.
Nah, I like the blue tops. You don't want to try something new?
I don't know, man. Let me see. No, we're gonna have to leave that alone when you ain't find it.
No, I was going to say every article, no article has the amount of time after he testified that it happened. So whatever. I looked at like 8 different articles and all of them. But it happened. Y'all know it did. Y'all can Google it.
Yeah, so is that...
But I'm glad I had something to occupy me during clear bottle of water time. That's like, if there was nothing else that good came out of that, it was, I got to bypass that nonsense.
Oh, my bad, y'all. One more thing.
Oh my God, let me
Clear bottle of water, y'all. Find it everywhere the Americans are. And in this season, you can find it everywhere anybody is at. You feel me? No matter if you're American or not, you're going to find this clear bottle of water, baby. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? In the Sahara in Africa, you feel me? Clear bottle of water. When you need something, you're sitting there dying of thirst because you're walking across the Sahara, you feel me? Running from the Romans, you feel me? Trying to get over to the west, the west coast, you feel me? And you see that big ocean in the middle of the sand, and you like, man, it's a big ocean over there, and you know it's not an ocean, but your eyes is playing with you because it's like a mirage over there, but you still go that way. And when you get over there and you get closer, and you like, oh man, you start seeing a little blue top peeping up out of the middle of things, and you look down and you reach and you say, I know this ain't real. You reach down there and you pick it up, and it's just sitting there and it's cold, and you like, man, this can't be real. I know this ain't nothing but some sand. And you open it up and you like, And next thing you know, man, you back on your couch relaxing, looking at a football game on a Sunday with that crisp, clear bottle of water sitting right there in your lap, waiting on you to take another sip of it, waiting on you to take another gulp, waiting on you to go ahead and refresh, refuel, and replenish yourself. Clear bottle of water, baby. Find it on the moon. It's there too.
I'm so irate. Extremely pissed about it.
So yeah, that's what it is. Oh, and another thing, Tekashi 6ix9ine or Snitch 9, we talked about him on that one. We wanted to give y'all some good things on that. I was telling Q that when Tekashi 6ix9ine went and brought up Jim Jones and Cardi B, that I think Jim Jones just gonna go ahead and do what he got to do and move on about his business, and Cardi B, she gonna snitch when it's her turn, cause by the state prosecutor asking him those questions, that was something put in legal documents. So even though they asked him about it and he didn't say it, by them asking him, they just made that a legal document that binding them to something illegal. And now they can go and use that to go against Cardi and Jim Jones. And when they go against Cardi, she gonna snitch on everybody.
Cardi ain't snitching.
And you know she is.
Cardi ain't snitching.
Just look at it. Cardi, everybody. See how it rolls perfect with it? That's how you know it's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna happen.
Cardi's not snitching.
Everybody.
She's not snitching off the street. Like, even if she wanted to, like, even if she wanted to,
she gotta be home with culture. She's snitching.
I honestly don't think that she's done anything that would require jail time in the first place. So she might be able to plead guilty and be like probation.
No, they're going after Cardi for something, y'all.
I don't know what they would be going after her for.
Whatever it is, she gonna snitch.
I don't think so.
Oh, another thing before we move to what our real topics are for today. I found out this morning that dude signed a $10 million record deal.
What dude?
Tekashi 6ix9ine. While he's still in jail. He got to do his record deal is for 2 albums, an English album and a Spanish album. The same label that he was with, they signed him a new record deal and everything while he in jail, and because they know he gonna get out basically. All the snitching in December when he go to trial, he getting out. They already know he getting out. He snitched on other people and he getting.
Are you sure was that a legit?
Yes, they mentioned on the Breakfast Club and everything.
That doesn't make any sense though. That's like them thinking that he's gonna have fans that's gonna.
Of course he are.
Yeah, I do think that he'll have fans.
These little kids finna be like, man, I don't think he really snitching all that. He gonna make a song. Somebody already got a song right now with a fire-ass hook, fire-ass beat, and gonna just tell Tekashi to say some stupid crazy shit on there because he can't rap. But the beat and the hook so good that everybody gonna forget all about it. And he might just be saying some shit straight up. Like I only snitch because they kidnapped a nigga, huh? I only snitch because they kidnapped a nigga.
Tekashi. He
gonna be saying some shit like that.
It's gonna sound like mumble nonsense.
Yeah, he gonna be saying shit. The hook gonna be some shit like that. And they be like, oh shit, that's that shit. I snitched because they kidnapped me. Oh, so that y'all. Oh, y'all, and another thing, your boy came up, it was today or yesterday, with a nice little bar, feel me? Out the rain, you feel me?
Oh my God.
Out of strictness, you know, bar just pop up out your boy here, you feel me? I was like, they told me to stop and kneel before they capping it. You feel me?
It's funny because you so excited about this.
But you got to like the Nick part, you got to like kneel. You feel me?
Kaepernick.
Yeah. They told me to stop and kneel before they Kaepernick. You feel me? And a lot of people like, oh, the people who get it gonna be like, oh, people ain't gonna get it. You know, you gotta explain it to them. You know, like Kaepernick, because he was kneeling and they were telling him to stop kneeling and everything. So you feel me? So put it like bam. So you know, that just came out my head one day. We was just in there talking. She was talking to one of our coworkers, and then I was just like, bar. Just came out of nowhere. So yeah.
It ain't that hot. Feel free to put that in the comments, y'all. Your bar wasn't a hot.
That bar was hot. That was fire bar.
A hot bar.
Fire. That was fire. It was against a clear water, bottle of water, and put that fire out real quick.
Doesn't make any sense. Bless your soul.
So what's our topics for today?
I'm really excited that you get excited about your little weak ass bars, though. Like, it's super cute. It's super
bars. Know what I'm talking about?
Let me see.
Your boy got so many bars, I put Hershey out of business. Know what I'm talking about? Your boy got so many bars, I put all y'all niggas in prison. Know what I'm talking about? Your boy got so many.
Like, you can absolutely positively stop. No.
Your boy got so many bars. Your boy got so many bars, they had to turn a body wash in this bitch. Feel me? Because I got all the bars. You feel me?
I get it. I get it. I get all your bars because they're not complex at all.
Your boy got so many bars, they say that's not a fence up in that bitch.
I can't. Like, I'm really trying to but I cannot. Like, I cannot.
Whoa, I got one. That boy got so many bars, y'all can't handle this shit. Bars. 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 You get it? You ever get it?
Like, explain that one to me. Maybe it's over my head and it shouldn't be. Like,
say it.
You got so many bars, y'all can't handle this shit. Like, because there's no, like, doorknob, no door, it's bars instead. I don't understand.
Handlebars, baby! Oh! Bars, baby, bars! Bars! She just was talking about something that ain't even that complex. But then I threw one out there, over there, boom.
But you threw nonsense. Oh. That wasn't it. That wasn't dumb. Like, I would have been thinking of handlebars. Done.
Bars.
Done.
Bars. How the battle rapper say? Slow it down. I just dish you. Bars.
It's not even something battle rappers say. Maybe eight battle rappers.
No, like 2 or 3 on set.
Well, whatever. Handlebars wasn't nothing. Like, whatever.
Bars.
Anyway.
Bars. Topics. Well, let's see. Topics. What topics? What topics looking like? We going to this topic first, or we going to some regular articles?
Let's talk about this one. While we got it.
Right.
So, the first topic that we're going to talk about is STDs, right?
They're on the rise,
because y'all know I got a thing for news articles. Y'all know I got a thing for catching up and bringing up random nonsense, and so he's into it now too. It's really very interesting. He be pointing out articles. Yeah, it is, especially in Florida. Like, with the Florida, man.
What's the little app we have? Newsbreak. Y'all gotta get the Newsbreak app.
Yeah, it's dope.
Y'all gotta get the Newsbreak app. Get the Newsbreak app. Turn the notifications on the Newsbreak app, so when those jumps pop up, and you get to put where you at. So it pops up stuff that's about where you at.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy too
because and everything.
There was a dude got shot and killed last week, like right, where that Diaz used to be, like right by my house. And I never would. It wasn't on the news when I got off work. There was no like crime tape. All that was gone. On the way to work, there was nothing. There was no commotion. I would have never known that it happened if it wasn't for the app taking pictures and showing like it was like a young guy got shot and killed, and I was just like, what? Like, never would have knew. Wasn't on the news, not nothing. It like it kind of lets me know just how fucked up shit is in Florida. Because like some of the articles, I'm like, nigga, like, but you would never know what happened.
Yeah,
like,
you get a lot of Florida men and Florida women and Florida women and Florida men.
It's a couple that just got attacked by a raccoon.
Oh yeah, they thought it was a bobcat. I was just reading that. That's what I was reading right before you
crazy.
It was like, talking about the bobcat. They thought it was a bobcat. They found out after doing DNA testing that it was a raccoon that attacked the lady. Bit off part of her finger and everything. Yeah. Scratched up in the face and everything.
She was 84 and her husband was 71.
Yeah, she had her youngin', you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
One of them youngins.
Cougar on that ass.
But
they was minding their business, walking past their apartment. building and the raccoon jumped out the bushes, attacked Dad. And I was like, that was some terrifying shit.
And not just that,
could you imagine?
Did you listen to the to any of the videos that were there?
Nah.
So
for that story?
Yeah, for the story.
Nah.
So the brother was telling the story like what she said happened to her, and he was like, she said the raccoon just jumped out and started attacking her, and she tried to fight him off, and that's when he like bit her finger or whatnot. So then she said the raccoon like ran like back the other way, and so they thought it was done. But then the raccoon did a U-turn and came back and started attacking her again, and she was trying to like shoo it away, but it was down like biting on her legs and stuff, and she couldn't bend down because she's old, so she couldn't bend down low enough to like shoo it off or anything, and she didn't want to like try to kick or nothing so she fall to the ground. So she was just trying to like fight off the raccoon.
So he made a U-turn and came back.
Yeah, he made a U-turn and came back.
Like, nigga, you bit a finger. Like, just let it go. You won.
Yeah,
G.
and then like the Florida wildlife people said that it's because raccoons are one of the only animals in Florida that breeds year round because of the temperature in Florida, that it never gets too cold or anything. So they breed year round. So at any given time, a mother can have babies somewhere, and they can have like a litter anywhere, and they really protective about it. So you can just be walking by in your business, and you walk up where they got one of their litters at, and it's like, bro, you come to fuck with my babies? And then they
didn't know nobody want your little regular ass baby raccoons.
Yeah,
like,
then they said they couldn't catch the raccoon to see if it had rabies, so they just gave the lady like 4 rabies shots just to make sure the lady didn't get rabies from the raccoon.
They said her boyfriend or husband, whatever he is, fractured his hip or something, like broke.
I was wondering what was. When I was reading the thing, I'm like, so what was he doing the whole time?
It said he was trying to help her, and he fell and hurt his hip, and
like,
he got really. He went to the hospital.
It got with you because you were fucking younger than me, and you the one that fall.
That's crazy.
In the hospital, like,
I would
so
be
your hip
terrified.
hurt, huh? Your hip hurt. My fucking head is bleeding because the fucking raccoon attacked
I got a fucking finger. Like,
part of my fingers is gone. You're supposed to protect me. You're 14 years younger than me.
That's so scary.
Well, like, but
how scared would you be? Like, if you was walking by and a raccoon was just like
field goal,
like just like
field goal in that raccoon.
You ain't that fast.
They don't field goal in that raccoon.
But
good.
If it caught you off guard, all you in real life, if it caught you off guard, all you would have time to do is be like,
yeah, I would have been, what the fuck?
And then, but he already at you.
No, my reaction time is so thin. I would have been, what the fuck? Just punched him in mid-air. I would have had some scratches or something on my arm, but he would have been like, I ain't fucking with that dude.
Nah, it would have made motherfucking U-turn. Because clearly they got that. Like,
boom, like, going the other way and then come back like a boomerang, like, coming back. Like the raccoon from Martin.
yeah. That puppy dog, raccoon, whatever.
Yeah, like being that he come back.
Thing up.
But yeah, y'all. But yeah, STDs are on the rise.
Yeah. We be segueing like a motherfucker.
We be all over.
But yeah, like STD. So apparently, per the article that alerted us, which led us to searching for additional articles, because it's like, no, this can't be real life. STDs are like hitting record highs throughout the United States, like record highs. And the reason that I was like, man, that'll be an interesting topic, was the fact that certain ones, I think specifically, is it gonorrhea?
Gonorrhea, syphilis, and chlamydia.
But there's one of them in particular that it's like, I believe it's gonorrhea, that like the antibiotics for it, or the whatever.
Oh yeah. A screen of gonorrhea.
It's not.
Yeah, it is like all except like 2 screens of antibiotics that it's still like it's like 2 different types of antibiotics that's the only ones that's really doing something about it.
Yeah.
But other than that junk like, and F them antibiotics, nigga ain't got time for all that.
Yeah, it's like it was saying that, which one was it? I saved that.
And then it was like it's a lot of pregnant women with syphilis and don't even know it.
Yeah, it says chlamydia There's a 19% increase in chlamydia since 2014. There's a 63% increase in gonorrhea since 2014. In primary and secondary syphilis, 71% increase. And then congenital, what he was just talking about, pregnant women passing it on to their children, 185% increase since 2015. Like, that's crazy.
And the increase, you see what I said, the increase in deaths for babies, it went up 22%. It went from 77 last year to 77 in 2014 to 94 last year.
Wow.
Of people died. And then it say 5 states, Texas, California, Florida, Arizona, and Louisiana
accounted for 70%.
Accounts for 70%.
What the Florida?
Accounts for 70% of the of like congenital syphilis cases in the last year. And they like and the thing about it is, one of the dudes I was reading, he's like upset because he's like from the Department of CDC, but they STD department. He's upset because he said all of these things are treatable and curable.
Right.
It's the fact that people are not getting tested. It's the fact that people are not getting tested, or they're getting tested but not getting the right test.
Yeah.
So it's like doing it, and then or when they get tested, they done had it for so long that it start like
just getting so bad to the point
that you can't really do nothing to it. And I seen a lot of articles blaming Donald Trump for it, and I was trying to figure out, I thought it was funny, and I was like trying to figure out why. And then it said the reason why is because of Donald Trump cut so much funding for sexual transmitted diseases. He cut a lot of those programs out for it that was letting people get free tests and this and that.
Yeah.
So now people are not going to get tested and stuff because they got to pay, and it's like, pay my light bill or check and see if I got syphilis type shit, junk like that. And it's like, well shit, nothing don't look bad, nothing ain't moving wrong, nothing ain't going wrong, so let me go ahead and just keep doing what I'm doing. And it's like, and they don't know, and a lot of these women, they're going unchecked, and they don't know until they go to get they shots and everything to be pregnant, and to find out they're pregnant, and they have stuff. So it's like, but he's upset because he's like, a lot of the stuff, like all 3 of these are curable diseases.
Right.
Antibiotics cure them. Gonorrhea is starting to say antibiotics. I'm here and junk like that. They say right now they only got 2 different types that'll do it, that'll handle it. Like, because they said all except 2 that they just grown immune to, and they're scared that it's gonna soon grow immune to that and everything. And one of the main reasons is because of we are keeping these things in our bodies for so long before we find out that they're there.
Yeah. That
we are allowing it to grow and strengthen and mutate itself or something.
Yeah.
Type of junk. It's like,
I was seeing something that was saying that like one of the heaviest, or the state, I think as far as chlamydia goes, Alaska accounts for like a very large, they have the most STD cases, chlamydia in particular, than any other 50 states.
Yeah, and I think,
I was trying to figure out though, I was like, but why? And then I was like, well, first of all, exactly, I was like, first of all, Alaska all the way up there. Like, Alaska's all the way up there. Beautiful place, but it's far away and very secluded. So I'm like, it's a lot of people fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
everybody fucking everybody.
So
man, fuck Mary Sue. I don't fuck that. Oh, you done with Mary Sue? All right, shit. I've been trying to fuck Mary Sue.
I was like, so that's definitely that. But more so than any of the states, Washington D.C. accounts for, like, they have a great percentage of people with STDs there, like higher. Their percentage is higher than any of the states. And I'm like, dang, DC, that's not a state, my nigga. Like, how are you beating out states and you ain't even a state? So, anybody traveling going to DC, just fuck a condom, just don't fuck nobody. Just don't.
And that's another thing I was reading too. They were about the condoms thing. They were saying because now, I don't know. When I was growing up, you can basically go into a clinic anywhere and they just they like as soon as you walk in, they were like, "Here, have 100 condoms," type shit like that. I don't. Do they still do that now?
At our job, that man that gave me the condoms.
Oh yeah. But like they had like you anywhere you go, they would just give you condoms, and that's another thing. With them cutting off all these programs on, they say on the state level and the local level, they cutting so many of these programs, these drug prevention programs that allow them to give them the drugs to prevent this stuff, that was letting them give it to people and giving people condoms and things like that. A lot of that stuff, the funding got cut because of Donald Trump.
Yeah. He
cut a lot of that funding and using that money for other shit, like a wall that we're going to end up paying for if it ever get built type shit. And it's like, bruh. It's like people. It's like, man, eat or see if I got herpes. I'm gonna eat.
And like just sex education in high school in general, it's not there like it used to be. Like, never mind the easily accessible condoms. It's like just knowing about sex and how to be careful. It's not an option for kids in a lot of schools nowadays like it used to be. Like we had condoms in our nursing's office. Like, if people needed condoms, they could go get them from there. We had I can't remember. It was like a peer program. I can't remember what their name was, but Summer was in it, I believe. But they like
Summer.
But they but they go classroom to classroom talking about stuff. They were the ones that showing you pictures like, this is what chlamydia looks like. This is what this is. Like, we had that. So peer educators, I think that's what they were called.
White boy is in something like that. He just told me the other day. He said, he went and tried out and he's in it. He said the only thing they told him that he got to get used to is speaking to crowds, like speaking to a group of people.
Yeah.
Because they forced him to get up and talk to them and explain stuff, and they say he's got to work on that. That's what he said.
That's exciting.
And he said what they do is the 11th graders, they go around and they talk to the 9th graders, try to tell them, educate them about different things.
That's good.
And stuff like that.
That's good.
So he need to be educated about hood rats.
You think your son got a thing for hood rats, man? I'm sure you did when you were a kid too. He's your junior. So, what do you expect? It's just, when you're born and raised in the county of Dade, sometimes there's things that y'all do. There's things that y'all do that the rest of the world will never understand.
Oh, Lord.
The attraction of hood rats being one.
I did see this thing a good while back. We probably mentioned it on season 1. I don't know which episode, about the rate that STDs are going and the way they are moving around and going to thing, that by, I think it either said by the year 2025 or by the time you're 25, you're either going to have, if you're sexually active, they either said by the year 2025 or by the time you're 25, that you're going to either A, have sex with someone who has an STD, B, contracted an STD, or C, passed along an STD.
You say by that time they're 20, by age 21?
25.
25.
They said everyone 25. In America.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like impossible because...
If you're having sex.
No, because there are people like... And the old people, that's a big community that has like a big rate of STDs too.
I probably, maybe I can look it up. But if I'm not mistaken, it said, I was looking at it and it was saying something about I believe it said that it was like, I think it said about the age of whatever that is, about the age of 25, about the year 2025. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. The camera is in the way of me writing this. Let's see.
That's crazy.
You know what? F it. I'll find it another time. But if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's what it was. Oh, just to let y'all know, the U won today, baby. It's all about the U. All about the U. All about. Okay. But yeah, we beat Virginia. Feel me? We got our butts whooped by Virginia Tech last week.
Why don't nobody care about them?
And then Virginia came down to the county of Dade. The number 20 team. They number 20. Yeah, number 20 in the nation. They number 1 in the ACC.
Who's what?
Virginia.
They what?
They number 20 in the nation, and number 1 in the ACC.
Nimber, Trendy, and
Man,
Nimber.
get up out of here with that, man. She wanna bring this to season 2. But I don't know, y'all. But yeah.
But y'all don't know how to say number, bruh. He put 2 E's in there and just be like, fuck that you. That don't go in the word at all.
But y'all look. In other words, for everybody out there, look. I don't know if the condom gonna help anymore because the type of diseases that sexual diseases that are going out, condoms don't really do nothing about too much because a lot of it is contact sports.
And it's another thing I'm sure that it contributes to it. This is just my opinion. Is nowadays people seem like they're more like, oh, chances are whatever I get, I can get rid of with a pill or with a cream or something like that. So it's not a big deal. Whereas back in the day, we was like, as kids, genuinely scared to catch some shit. Like, there was hoes, like, you know, out there. But that was like, people...
But just imagine, though. Just imagine when that AIDS pill that they got out there that prevents, 99.9% prevents and everything in there, is saying that they can make it so far that you can't even pass it on. Just wait till they go ahead and say, you know what, we made enough money off of this. Let's let people know we really got a cure. Oh.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think there's a cure for cancer out there that they are never going to release. There's a cure for AIDS out there and HIV that they're never going to let us know.
All you got to do is too many white folks got to get it, and that's it.
Yeah, that's probably right. But they make too much money. It's so lucrative.
Yeah,
like, why would they?
When they start getting it, right now, AIDS is still AIDS. The majority of people that have AIDS are the minorities.
It's going to have to affect people
that's running those type of things.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is,
it's personally affecting them.
But their kids
want us.
Because they don't
need it. Yeah,
their kids want us.
Very true.
So it's like, and for stupid reasons. For number one stupid reason is because they want a mixed race baby because mixed race babies are the prettiest babies type thing. Stupid reason. Number 2, because they just want to get some of that black in them or Hispanic in them or whatever it is. They want to feel a little different. Number 3, they want to be rebellious to whatever it is, or they want to prove to people that maybe they are racist or whatever, but I'm not, because look, fucking a black guy, fucking a Hispanic guy, fucking a black girl, fucking a Hispanic girl, type John like that. Whatever it is, they're starting to want us more and more and more. And when I say us, I don't mean just black people, I mean minorities, period. They're starting to want us more and more and more. So sooner or later, it's going to start getting them. And they're going to have to make a change. And that's when they're going to make that change. And that's when that AIDS cure going to pop up. And they're going to be like, damn. Everybody going to be everything then. Like, shit. So everything out there that used to kill us from fucking ain't killing us no more.
What about cancer, though?
So it's just like... Yeah, but cancer, they really just can't find a cure for it.
I think there's a cure for cancer. I really do.
There probably is.
I think that there's too much of, there's everything
The name
else.
of it make me feel like there's a cure for it. Because it's like, it's cancer, so it should be able to be canceled. You feel me? Like it cancel itself out. Like, it can, so it's like, yeah, I think it's probably one out there. Maybe it's a weird reason for me to think that that's the reason, but it's just the name of it.
But you're weird, so...
I feel as though that it should be a way out of it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a cure. But as long as it's as lucrative as it is...
I already told y'all it's a cure for AIDS, man. Green grass.
Well, that's definitely not a cure for AIDS.
Green grass.
What about feline AIDS? They're not eating no green grass.
Well, felines are cats. Who likes
exactly,
cats?
But there's feline AIDS. That's a thing.
I know it is. I seen that AIDS walking cat by our job. The one that his tail and his legs are all.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stray cats in the parking lot at our job, and he talking about he want one.
No, I do not want one. I don't even like cats. I'm a dog person.
You don't want that one cat that's like black but
that's
brown.
That's what I'm talking about. He's black, but then his fur is off in patches on his leg and on his tail and on his back and jump. But then he got like a bunch of baby mama cats out there, and then a bunch of little baby cats following behind them. And it's like, man,
baby mama cats, yeah. Like they not his babies.
One of them jumped out in front of one of them. Jump like the baby cat or kitten or whatever, gonna, like, I'm pulling out in the parlor, I'm going, and he run directly in towards the car. And I'm like blowing the horn, like, nigga, what you doing? Like, I don't even like y'all. I would hit you. Like these other cars might be
beefing with his woman.
No, it wasn't the little kids though. It wasn't. It was one of those ones that. It wasn't one of the real little small ones that I seen, and it wasn't one of the big ones. It was one in between. He was like the teenager when he wanted to play like chicken with the car. He just didn't know that the person that's driving his car.
The teenager?
Yeah.
It was a teenager cat?
Yeah, it's a teenage cat. Yeah, it was the adolescent cat. And he just don't know that the guy that he was playing chicken with don't like cats. So he was easily ran over, like easily. Like, and kept on going with my business. And the next day, y'all see there's a dead cat in the middle of the parking lot. Yep. Kept on moving. A lot more of their asses out there, they jump in. Y'all can call Peter and whoever else y'all want to call about it. I can't stand a cat.
What you hate the most about cats?
They're cats. They're lazy, good for nothing, baby killing, breathtaking cats.
You believe
they don't
cats
do
take
nothing.
breath?
Yeah, don't want to do nothing but sit down and lay down all day and want you to feed them. Like they didn't even go do nothing. Somebody come in the house,
Cats don't take your breath.
and somebody walk in the house and they like,
they don't take your breath. Say that. Say it. They don't take your breath.
They run and jump up on your chest while you sleep and sit there and like sucking your breath out your mouth, but for some reason they think that breath is a good thing. Stupid cat. Eat up all the lasagna in your house. Always inside of a garbage can watching TV. Stupid cats. Chasing canaries and shit. Always getting chased by the same dog over and over and over. Can never catch a mouse.
Stupid cat.
Every time they talk, they spit.
Puss in Boots was a good cat.
Stupid cat. Puss in Boots was a stupid cat too. He just had on boots, so it was like cute. Forget him.
You see the picture, the meme with him like with the sad face? And it's
With
like
the
eyes
big
are
eyes?
like, yeah, it's super cute.
Puss. Yeah. The only reason why he was cool because his name was Puss in Boots. Like all the grown-ups got that joke.
That's not a joke.
It's a joke.
Well, how is Puss in Boots a joke?
It's a scripper, man. It's a scripper. That's what Puss in Boots is. Scripper.
Puss in Boots is not a stripper.
You're sitting down. No, not a stripper name. It is a stripper. You're sitting at the strip club. She up on the stage. All you see is pussy and boots. That's it.
Vagina.
Nothing else. Puss and boots. They knew what they was doing. Think y'all slick. Get out of here. The whole movie with the names was letting everybody know this is giving all us these subliminal hints and stuff, and everybody wasn't catching. The kids like, yay, and we like, okay. But they telling her, Puss in Boots is a scripper. Fiona is a crackhead. She's a fiend on that shit. Fiona's a crackhead. Shrek, he got some type of AIDS or something. It's Shrek. He's like, you know, his name explains it all. And then he's over. Donkey, just a plain jackass. So we know that. The whole movie was just making fun of the people watching it.
You seem like you're so sure about it.
Yeah, I am.
Well, listen, I wanted to tell you this story.
Alright, listen.
Because I thought this was very interesting, so I just wanted to see what you had to say about it. I'm not going to read the headline. I'm going to start with the story.
Gotcha.
Okay. A 51-year-old man's genitals were hacked off while he slept after a night of drinking with friends in a horrific cannibal attack, according to reports.
Oh, so they ate his dick?
Hold on. Moses Wanyoki only realized his genitals were missing when he went to the toilet and looked down after spending the night at a friend's house in Kenya. Those who lived nearby were called to join in the hunt for the missing piece so it can be reattached, but no trace could be found. Locals have suggested the attacker later munched on the body parts, according to the news site Something Foreign. I was among the people who searched for the missing part of his genitals. A member of the
Dick search, y'all. Another Lorraine and Bobbitt.
We hope we can find it and take it back to the hospital in time for it to be stitched back on. It was unfortunate that did not happen. He is a total mess. He was bleeding profusely and had his pair of trousers torn from the back.
How drunk was this nigga? He tore his trousers from the back.
He spent 6 hours drinking with his friends before heading back to somebody's house at 2 a.m. During the journey home, one friend repeatedly mentioned wanting to circumcise him, but he dismissed it as a bad joke. But hours later, they were woken up to the sound of screams.
He got circumcised, all right.
Because this penis got cut off. Man. Somebody said he was bobbited like Lorena Bobbitt.
Exactly.
Bobbitt. Cut the man dick off, bruh. What I didn't get in the story, though, how do you not know it's gone until you go to the bathroom?
He was that drunk.
Like, there's no way. Like, first of all, you went to the bathroom, so you feel like you have to pee. I'm sure the feeling is different if there's no dick there.
I never had a no dick.
But when you pee, do you kind of feel it in your whole dick?
But when you pee, you feel it.
It's
when
a
you
vagina.
don't have
It's
a
totally
dick,
different.
But you feel that you got to pee, right? So if you
cut
it off, you still feel it.
But if you answer my question, it's not answer the question. Like,
no, you don't feel it in your penis until it starts. Like, it just make it like
so
if you
it's
hold
like it feels like it's in your body. Like you gotta
it feel like you're holding
body.
up in here and stuff. Cause like once it get in there, then it's like, oh man. Really, it's about that time.
Okay.
Like it'll make you get like that fake hard or whatever, and all that stuff, that pee hard and jump. But other than that, it's like you don't really.
But you don't feel it in your actual dick. Like pee is like it's about to go down. I'm about to pee.
No. You do know, yes, you feel that like it's about to go down, about to pee.
Yeah,
well,
so
I mean, like you don't. But
do.
it's not like a pee feeling inside of that. It's like a pee feeling that your penis gets. But it's like the pee is not in it yet.
You feel something though.
Yeah, you feel something.
So he didn't have that sensation, so he should have knew immediately.
He probably thought of one of those pees like, oh, just going to the bathroom to pee is not a real bad pee. Like one of those pees that you pee and your dick don't be hard when you pee.
It's just, there's pee in my body, let me release it.
Yeah.
But I don't gotta do the potty dance.
One of those, like, get up in the morning, I'm tired, I'm asleep, and I'm just like, and just peeing. And it's just hanging there, just peeing. And I'm asleep while I'm standing up. Because you don't want to open your eyes. Because you open your eyes, you're going to wake all the way up. So you keep your eyes closed. So there's...
Pees like that.
Shake it. And then just barely open your eyes so not too much light get in. Go to the sink. Turn the sink on. Wash your hands real quick. Dry them off on the rag. And then go back and get in the bed.
At no point did you put your penis back in your pants.
Because you put your pants like just slide back in there. It's soft. So everything just like just does it all.
Oh, okay.
So when you're a man, you'll understand one day.
One day when I'm a man, I'll figure it out.
You know, I mean, in this world, this day and age.
Well, when I'm a man, it's gonna be I'm pee like this, like. Feel me? Like, it's like, two hands on that ass.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Yeah,
he should have. I still feel like he should have knew before he went to
they somewhere in Kenya eating dicks.
That's crazy though. That man's whole penis gone. Like, what is it about his penis that they wanted to circumcise him or eat it? Like, that's what I want to know.
What made them go to cannibalism though? You feel me? Like the article.
It must be a common thing.
Because
they must have had a reason.
Yeah, they mentioned that it probably been an act of cannibalism. So I'm like, hold on, what made y'all go there? Like real talk. Here in America, somebody said I woke up and my dick was gone. The last thing somebody gonna say is shit. Maybe somebody ate your dick, huh? That's the last thing they gonna say.
Yeah, it must. Well, you know, in foreign countries and stuff, they have
different delicacies
things that they do. So
yeah, different delicacies over here, y'all. Dick, for instance.
Gross.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, y'all. But I think we should start getting towards the end of this. You think we should? So
yeah.
We don't take it too long. Y'all, we recorded this late, y'all. We went to work. We did some OT, so it's late right now.
Oh wow! I didn't realize what time it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just seen it pop up right there, so that's why.
Yeah. It's super late.
So
y'all.
time moving. So, but yeah, y'all. But we happy that we back. You know,
Absolutely.
happy that we back. I like the new look. It's more comfortable, more relaxing. You know, we get our guests. They can come sit on the couch with us. So we invite people to the couch. Feel me? Like, yo, like to the couch. I want to invite a friend of mine and a real close friend of my brother's. Of my brother. Her name is Sergeant McCray, and she's a police sergeant. And I wanna invite her to one. She do this thing on Facebook where she talk about AIDS awareness and stuff like that, and on sexual health. And I want to bring her on to not only talk about that, but to get a police officer point of view on a lot of conversations and things that we like we say and do when it comes to talking about a police officer, how we feel and how we see it, and see how she. You feel me? How she see that and how she think of it is, and answer that question from that movie with the girl who the dude got killed and all that, and she asked her uncle what you would have did if you was in that situation, and he was like, I forget the name when we seen it, but he was like, when a boy got shot for reaching to get his brush, and she asked her uncle like what would you have done, and he was like, if it was, he was like, if he was white, would you have a shot? And he was like, no, maybe not. And he said, if he was black, he was like, yeah, I probably would. And it's like, the fuck, like that type jump. But he do explain why he said that. He do go into more detail. But I had a conversation with somebody at work the other day, and all they thought that is that, so they took it out of context, but they didn't go into detail. Yeah. And he was basically saying, like when we deal with African Americans or minorities, they are basically raised to hate us, to dislike us, to be aggressive with us. So we always go into it as if you're gonna be aggressive with us, compared to going into a white person who don't show that type of attitude and thing when it comes towards us. So we don't go into it thinking that they're going to be aggressive or things like that with us. And I just want to be able, but that was a movie.
Excuse,
no, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but,
it was a movie,
but you got to think about it though. When you think about it, the way we was raised to be. Our parents used the police to scare us. Oh, you better act good, or the police gonna come get you, something like that. And then we hear our parents talk shit about the police all the time. Talk about how they ain't shit, how they did something.
Well, now
like that.
though, it's just people pretty much base their opinion on police on what's been going on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, so then that's how I'm having the conversation. Cause she said, I'm looking at the camera like this because this young lady at my job told me, for me to be able to sit and try to paint a good picture for the police officer, that goes to prove to her that I am whitewashed. I said, do you know who you talking to? Do you know that you talking to brother Miller X over here?
Definitely not Miller X.
You talking to brother Louis Miller Farrakhan over here?
Louis Miller Khan.
Did you know that you over here talking to brother Martin Luther Miller King over here? She said on whitewash, y'all, because I told her that we cannot let what a few officers do make it bad for all the officers. We should not be like, fuck the police to all of them, because I know a bunch of them that are not like that. And I can't let what the few hundred racist ones did affect the other 500,000 around the United States, maybe more officers around the United States. Because you have to think about it. The ones that are doing it, it's probably, let's say it's a couple of hundred, but there's probably millions of police officers in the workforce. So that's like right now, if me and you go and get in the car and run into this building with nothing but white people and start shooting them all, Do you think that all black people should get treated, should get like stereotyped based on what me and you did? Cause we went there, can't stand white people, shoot it up, and then they go and like, see, I told you, black people can't stand white. Look what these two white people did. These two black people do. They can't stand white people. That's not right. And the way that y'all say, oh, they shouldn't be shooting and killing us because they stereotyping us, or they scared of us, or they profiling us and things like that. Mm-hmm. But that's what we doing to the officers too. They're doing to us what we're doing to them, and we're doing to them what they're doing to us. Somebody got to break the cycle. I'm sorry that it always have to be us. Yes, why do we always have to be the ones that break the cycle, that make a change so they can treat us better? But I like my life. So if I have to change to save my life or my kids' life, then I'm going to make a change.
But they're specifically in a position where they know, they know that they shouldn't be that way. Like, they have training. They have, like, supposedly sensitivity training. They have, I can't think of the other word, but pretty much to let them know how to act in conflicts and
all
that
situations. Go out the door when your life on the line. You go through all that when you go out there and a nigga yelling and telling you what they gonna do and this and that, and you go out there, you trying to help somebody, but somebody talking shit and nigga, you ain't shit, and then fuck you cop, fuck you police officer, and they going in there like, nigga, I'm just sitting here trying to do my job. Oh, you taking them to jail for no reason. I'm taking them to jail for no reason. I took them out of the person's house that they were breaking into. I broke that fight up. I took the gun from that guy. And I'm bad for taking him to jail because I was doing my job and everything. And it's like, so of course they go in there. Now, I'm not trying to give them no excuse to kill us for no reason and do anything for no reason. So don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, I understand that they are going into a hostile environment every day. And not everybody that they meet are going to be hostile, but they don't know who it is. They don't know what it is. So I think they stay on the defensive at all times. And that's what we got to try to stop. And the best way to try to stop that is to stop giving them a reason to think that.
I think that this will be a good topic for our next episode.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because
although I agree with you, like, there's some other...
Alright, so we can do that. Y'all, so next episode, y'all, we're going to put this down. That's what we're going to do. We're going to... I'm going to see if I can get Sergeant McCrae. At least if I can't get her in person, see if we can FaceTime her or something like that. And then see if we can record the screen so we can have it up in our background so y'all can see see her respond to us or anything like that. So we'll try to figure out what it is and have that conversation with her so we can get her point of view. We can get our point of view. We can let our stuff out.
Yeah, we can ask some questions.
Ask some questions. Yeah, things like that. So that's what we're going to try to do, y'all, for episode 2 of season 2. If not,
she might be busy. We might have to make it like a further out episode.
Yeah, we might have to make it further out, but we're going to try our best to get it in as early as possible. And when we do, we'll make that announcement. We'll bring her there to sit on the couch and we'll talk.
Yeah.
And we'll do. But for this episode, thank y'all for coming back.
Yeah, I was like, just to see if you're going to wait for me to do it. Yeah, thank you again for joining us for the first episode of the second season. We're so excited to be back.
Season 2, baby.
So excited
episode
to be
1,
back.
baby. We
got to think of some good topics, so I want us to one up ourselves.
Yeah, I feel you.
So we're gonna
one up ourselves. Give y'all some gas station stories.
Oh yeah.
Feel me? Let y'all know what's going on, what's good. See how things going.
Definitely.
Get more people on the couch. Feel me?
On the couch. You can't wait to get people on the couch, huh?
Yeah. Talk about.
I'm gonna see if I can find us another sponsor. That's gonna be my thing for season 2. Because I'm sick of CB Dub. No, I'm sick of Clear Bottle Water. I'm gonna see if I can find us another sponsor.
I feel you. We have 2.
No, we won't. We'll just have 1.
Clear Bottle Water.
I'm gonna communicate with them and cut that contract. But alright, y'all, it's your girl Q, aka Q-licious.
And it's be your boy Miller, aka Miller the One. Always up in this bitch. Don't forget to read the shirt, because that's another thing I'm doing on season 2. I'm gonna go and I'm getting some shirts made, and when I do, y'all gonna love them. Boy got some shirts on the rise up in his head.
Y'all won't love him.
Y'all gonna love him.
It's maybe like a couple that he told me about that I was like, that's nice. Then it's something just like Miller, that's corny. But he corny.
Y'all gonna love him.
When you have 10 kids, you tend to be a little corny.
Y'all gonna love him.
All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace out.
Peace, y'all. See y'all
Bye.
later. Bye-bye.